I mean, who better to stay in on a winter's evening than with Sara Cox? Oh.
Thank you for coming in.
How's it going?
Liberal use of the word legend. Thanks, Gav.
You are a legend. You are a
Boonified.
What I love the most about you, though, when I listen to you on the radio, you have a plethora of words. What is this about language that you love so much?
I just always have.
Really?
I loved English at school. And then when I started in telly, doing the girly show, I started doing a bit of writing in that. We used to give an award out each week.
Which we won't mention.
Which we won't mention. And I used to write them.
Yeah.
And I remember the male producers at the time, because I was like 21, they were like, oh, OK, have a go at writing if you like. And I was quite proud of them.
Did you always have books around the house when you were growing up? Was that where'd the love come from?
My mum would always have sort of a chunky book on the go,
Yeah.
but normally a bit of a racy one.
Catherine Cookson or
a bit of Catherine Cookson, yes.
My mum was the same. She loved the Catherine Cookson.
Did she?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a real, yeah. And I got into...
I honestly don't understand, or I don't know how you read so much, because how many books would you get through in a week?
Well, for the series, for Between the Covers, I've got to get through 12, but audiobooks...
In how long? 12 books in how long?
In about a week. No, not really. in about maybe a couple of months or so, but it's good. You could get audiobooks are amazing.
Did you use audiobooks for that?
Yeah, I love an
great.
audiobook. And to get through them, sometimes I'll have them on double speed. To be like, he walked to the corner of the shop, and then the man came out of the shop. Listening, like, I think I've got it, but yeah.
So when they come in, you're like, I tell you, I raced through it. It's breathtaking.
Exactly.
So what is it about sort of some of our biggest names that love talking about books so much? I think there's a real passion, there's a real ownership to books as well. When you read a book and you know you love a book and you see someone else has read that book, it's almost like a little badge of honour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. And I think people love coming on it, and we get some great guests coming on, because I think they quite like not talking about themselves and about whatever they're promoting, their film or their album or their play or whatever. They love talking about books because it's just quite unusual for them to be asked about books. So, yeah, they absolutely love coming on. It's a really nice, relaxed chat with... We need to get you two on.
We do, we do.
Now I know, because they've asked me a couple of times, but I'm not the quickest reader in the world.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I can't read.
Go audio.
So I'm going to go audio.
Go audio. You can listen to it in the car.
And you've got to make the time. So people, I think they associate reading with, like, being a bit lazy. But it's not. It's really good for you to relax and to read and to turn your screens off. It's great. Yeah, I'm trying to make reading a bit more like, you know, when you think what box set or what you fancy watching on telly, reading like that. So I have a few books on the go at once. So I've got, like, a couple of autobiographies. I've got some, like, a bit of historical fiction, and depending on what mood I'm in or how much time I've got...
Hold on a minute, you're a multiple reader.
No, to me, before, that was such an alien concept, and before Between the Covers, we'd get guests on, like, Aid Edmondson does this, he'll have a few on the go, and I'd be like, what, you're mad? Yeah. And then you do it, and you're like, oh, yeah, you can dip in, because you don't think, I'm watching one thing on telly, I'm only going to watch that until I finish it. You can just... So you can read whatever
I know, but I haven't committed yet, because my dad's a multiple reader, and I can't get my head around it.
We have to get your dad on then. Simple as that.
That would be amazing.
So does he just have a bag of books?
He's just... Oh, man, that's amazing. That man reads all the time, everywhere. My mum will just go out into the shed, and she's like, it's supposed to cut the lawn, and he'll be in there with a book. She's like, oh, busted. Who's your favourite guest?
Well,
you love a bit of Rob Delaney, I hear.
Do you love Rob Delaney?
You fell in love with him.
Who doesn't love Rob Delaney?
I mean, come on, look at that face, that lovely big hairy face. You can tell I'd had a cheeky spray tan before that. Looks like
Rob Delaney's coming in.
Very animated there, Sarah.
I really am as well. Got a bit of leg out. I'm like, Rob's coming up. I don't want to creep him out, because we do want him to come back on the show, but I would like to just be married to him for a day. Nothing fruity. We'd just probably go to home base and then do a dog walk and some DIY, and maybe then a roast dinner, if you're watching, Rob.
Like Cinderella, he can leave at 12.
Yeah, and just to be married, just to be married for the day and hang out, because I just think he's so funny and lovely. And his wife can hang out with my husband. I've worked it all out. It is creepy.
And what about your own books? So when did you realise because I read your biography, it was great. And then...
Thank you.
But then you've done fiction as well now.
Yeah, so, well, it just felt like a natural progression, really. I loved writing the memoir, and I loved, I
You're
loved
a
playing with
bestseller,
I know.
I mean, pick yourself up a bit.
Babe, 2 times.
Pick it up a bit, yeah.
But ironically, my first Fiction, my first novel, got kept off the top spot. Got to #2 in the Sunday Times bestseller, and it was kept off by Bonnie Garmus's Lessons in Chemistry, which I had been promoting on Between the Covers.
It's your fault.
Yeah, so I interviewed her, and I was like, well, it's a good book to be.
We have to talk Bolton, because our very own Vernon Kay is doing the Ultraman from Children in Needs, doing such a great job.
Do you know the latest total?
Go on.
It's just over 4 million. I just messaged my boss. Yeah,
so good.
Unbelievable for Children in Need.
But you obviously you love to go back to Bolton as well, don't you?
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah, I do pop back up there.
What's you have a favourite place you like to visit up there? Is that right?
I love Cow's Pasties, which started off, which are incredible. I had them at my wedding reception.
Yeah.
I love the Village Chippy in Little Lever, where I always go.
Did we hear that Chippy might have shut down?
I heard that it. I heard that it had, but I'm hoping that it's not.
We're here to tell you it hasn't. Can we have a little
No
look?
way.
Because we have, as you can see there, we've unveiled Sara Cox's favourite chippy outside your favourite chippy.
Oh my God!
It's still there, Sarah.
No way. That. Oh my. What's?
I'm very honest.
Thank you. There we go, Sarah. All for you. Best of luck with the book club.
Oh my God! That's so. You don't understand how happy my life is made now. Thank you.